I'm Amanda. Welcome back to 5 Minute Cantonese. 大家好，我係 Amanda， 歡迎收睇5分鐘廣東話。Today, let's create some sentences together. Let's get started. First of all, let's translate these sentences together. They look pretty simple. However, I really want you to pay attention to the small detail, okay? Remember how to say in Cantonese? Yes, first of all, Paul. Okay, remember, for the name, we only have one syllable, Paul. We tend to add the word right, in the front. So, Paul is clever. Remember, in Cantonese, when there's an adjective like this, we won't use the verb to be. However, we still need a word to link them together, which is very. 好 and then clever. 聰明 So it becomes 阿婆好聰明 阿婆好聰明 So this time, we don't know his name, so we say the boy is clever. Remember how to say boy? Yes, 男仔 So in Cantonese, we don't exactly have the article. However, we have the quantifier, the measure word. So we'll use this. So the quantifier of boy is 個 So the boy is clever. 個男仔 Same as the first sentence. It's clever. We'll say it like this. Very clever. 好聰明個男仔好聰明個男仔好聰明 How to say in Cantonese? Very similar. First of all, Paul, we say 阿婆 Pay attention. This time the adjective is not at the end of the sentence. So we still keep the verb to be this time. 係 and then a clever boy. Okay, article. Okay, no matter it's are and or the. In Cantonese, we'll use the quantifier, which is 個阿婆係個 You can even add the number because it's a quantifier. Okay, so how many? Of course, just one. 一個 This time, we already have the verb to be here, so it's not necessary to put the word very. So you can simply say 聰明阿婆係個聰明 Okay, and other small details. Okay, clever boy. In Cantonese, when you put the adjective in front of the noun, if it's not a specific term, okay, we need to add the word 嘅 after the adjective. 聰明嘅 boy 男仔阿婆係一個聰明嘅男仔 or 阿婆係個聰明嘅男仔 Okay, what does it mean by specific term? Okay, for example, if I want to say Paul is a handsome boy, first of all, remember how to say handsome in Cantonese. Yes, 靚仔 So the term 靚仔 already means handsome boy. So how would I say? 阿婆係一個 or 個 handsome boy 靚仔 In this case, we won't say 靚仔嘅男仔 although it's understandable, but we won't say it like this. So we'll say it like this. First of all, the clever boy quantifier 個 clever 聰明 Again, same here. The clever boy 個聰明嘅男仔個聰明嘅男仔 is Paul 係 Okay, verb to be Paul 阿婆個聰明嘅男仔係阿婆 個聰明嘅男仔係阿坡。Now let's add on. Paul is tall and clever. Okay, in this case, if you want to translate directly, you can always say it like this. 阿坡好 tall, 高 and 同 clever. Okay, same here. We need to add the word very. Okay, 好聰明。阿坡好高同好聰明。阿坡好高同好聰明。However, in this case, if you want to speak like a local, we have another way. 有 and 有. So it's like Paul is not just tall, but clever. Okay, so we'll say it like this. 阿坡有 okay? 有 this time, we don't need the connection word very. Okay? 高阿坡又高 followed by 又 again 又 and then clever 聰明阿坡又高又聰明阿坡又高又聰明 But pay attention, this is only for the adjective in the same group. Okay, for example, tall and clever. Okay, both of them are positive. Let's say if the boy is clever but rude. So in this case, one positive, one negative. We cannot use 有 and 有. So in this case, we'll just translate like this. The boy is clever but rude. The boy 個男仔 is clever 好聰明個男仔好聰明 But we learned it before. 但係 rude. Here, in this case, we can say impolite, okay, which is very similar. 冇禮貌冇禮貌個男仔好聰明但係冇禮貌個男仔好聰明但係冇禮貌 Now, you try. For example, the apples are big and sweet. So, how to say in Cantonese? Right, big and sweet. Both of them are quite positive. So, we can use 有 and 有. So, the apples. This time, the quantifier for the plural form. 啲 and then apples. 啲蘋果 not just big. 又 again big 大 and then and sweet 又甜啲蘋果又大又甜啲蘋果又大又甜 Last but not least, this time let's try something different. We put the negative adjective first before the positive adjective. In Cantonese, if you say like your house, 你 okay, the quantifier of house 間 okay, house 屋你間屋 is small. Yes, in Cantonese, very small. 好細 but 但係 very beautiful. 好靚你間屋好細但係好靚 I would say it's okay, but doesn't sound very good in Cantonese. So let's change it with the word although. 你間屋 although 雖然 So in this case, you can avoid the word very. Okay? 細你間屋雖然細你間屋雖然細 Remember, in Cantonese, although is always followed by but. 但係 very beautiful 好靚你間屋雖然細但係好靚你間屋雖然細但係好靚 Very good. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lesson today. If you want to learn Cantonese with me, please subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more worksheet and supplementary audio exercise, please support my Patreon page. See you next time. Bye bye. 下次見。